Welcome back to Crypto Wallet Channel, guys. Wow, insane. Congratulations to all holders, traders, investors, whatever you want to call yourself. We are on $20,000 of the Bitcoin, and in today's episode we're going to do analysis about Bitcoin price action in the next days or so, and we're going to show some metrics what could potentially happen with the price in the next days, because I did notice something a little bit bearish, at least for a short period of time. So if you're tending to trade this, wait, stop, watch first, and then rethink. And also, we may actually trade this on our channel just for fun, nothing more, because I told you on this channel we are trading the Bitcoin and the altcoins, and also we're doing full analysis so you can learn about trading. We're doing analysis of the full trade so you can see the details and the problems and good things that we did in that trade, right? So right now, as we can see, we can jump right on into it and see what the Bitcoin is doing. So as you can see, we are back in this regression channel and we're retesting $20,000. Also, we bounced from 20 exponential moving average, and other simple moving averages are pretty much far away from us, as we can see over here. Now, I told you we want to trade actually this just for fun, of course. On leverage, we have some small amount of money on the Bybit, and I already set the new open position above $20,000, and if something happens and if we break it, right, then we're going to open the position and we're going to see where this will go, because pretty much over there on to the upside, this is unexplored territory. We were never ever on these levels to the upside, so this is one of the reasons why we can put like 10x leverage and to see what will happen with our couple of boxes. And also, the thing that we need to mention over here, if you are tending to trade this seriously, then I need to warn you about few metrics that I'm seeing over here on the charts. If we switch to the daily chart and bring the RSI, you can see that already now we formed a perfectly good bearish divergence, and this could bring you in a bad position. As we can see, we are declining heavily over here right now, and you can see that on the RSI we made pretty good lower high over here, which means that the money flow into the market, let's call it like that, is weakening, while over here on the chart is actually showing us something differently, you know, higher high on the candlestick patterns over here. So we need to be careful right now until the Bitcoin breaks at least this high, or at least make some sort of exaggerated divergence or something. Then we cannot say that we are going to fly too high from these levels at this very particular moment. So we need to wait and see. If the Bitcoin jump over $20,000, we're going to open position just for fun, and we're going to put like 1% to 2% stop loss, doesn't matter, just to have some fun around $20,000, because as we can see, everybody are talking about. Also, the another metrics that I want to bring is that the people who were patiently enough to wait 3 years to see $20,000 again and bought the Bitcoin on those same $20,000, they could probably sell the Bitcoin. The other thing that I need to mention is that we went through those articles where many people are saying that the demand for the Bitcoin is big and the holders' addresses are rising exponentially. That pretty much indicates that the need for the Bitcoin is big, but nobody wants to sell it. So this actually help to those people that wants to buy and bring the price much higher levels, is instead of dump it, because we do have lack of the Bitcoin in the circulating supply. And also the halving have a big effect on this. The miners are selling 50% of the Bitcoins they are mining right now than they were before third halving. So this is some metrics that you need to take in your consideration before you're putting closure over here on the analysis. Interesting stuff is that the MACD chilled out just a bit over here, as we mentioned. I think we were doing video just on this part over here, and as we can see, it seems like that the MACD is giving us some histogram signals over here, weakening of this correction that we had, and right now we may actually today or tomorrow cross with those two moving averages and continue rally to the upside. But still, as you can see, we still have a bearish divergence also on the MACD over here, as the price is showing us higher high and the MACD lower high. We need to be very careful right now on $20,000. We may actually see some volatility because of the people who wants to sell that bought actually on $20,000 before and still holding the Bitcoin. I truly believe that there are not many people that are doing that because many of them just took the losses and got out from the space permanently. So we're going to see how this will develop in the next day or so. Now, next metric is the crypto and greed index for the reversal, because we are on 95. Extreme greed over here, overbought, extreme greed, whatever you want to call it. We have a lot of big interest into the crypto space, or at least in the Bitcoin over here, and we need to be very careful about this because 95 is insane big level for the crypto and greed index. So one more metric over here on Google Trend Bitcoin search term, we can see that we are coming closer and closer to this top over here. Of course, we have a big way to go to the upside before we reach it, but as we can see, we are killing some local all-time highs on the chart over here, and we are good to go to the upside. So as I told you, once media starts talking about the Bitcoin, $20,000, then the retail investors are going to start searching for the Bitcoin and start buying for the Bitcoin, and with all that, altcoins also. And as we can see over here, we are seeing such a thing on the Google Trend because retail investors started to type Bitcoin and most probably to buy it. So we will see how this will also develop in the next period of time. If we start falling over here, then something is still not right yet. Now, one more metric that we need to bring is the BTC stock to flow ratio, stock to flow chart, whatever you wanna call it. As we can see, we are starting our climbing because of the halving over here. For now was very precise over here with the prices, let's call it like that. And as we can see, we are surging towards the next goal, which is most probably above $100,000 in the next months, maybe, or even years. We're going to see how the Bitcoin will do this because it's too early to predict such a big prices. And on this channel, we are trying to stay as realistic as possible, so I can give you the best information or precisest information that I can, and not just clickbait you with the titles. So we're going to see how the stock to flow ratio will develop in this after this third halving, because we do really need much more money than we did in the previous two halving to reach such a big prices, right? So let's see how the Bitcoin will do this. So far so good with the Bitcoin. Let's switch to the link very quickly to see what the trade is doing. And as we can see, we're good to go to the upside over here. We do have some decline, and this is pretty much because of the Bitcoin. And yeah, we are still above 13.54 price over here on these levels, you know, the entry point that we did on this trade, and we are still trading above this line. So we're going to see how the link will act towards the Bitcoin when it comes to this price actions over here. Also, we need to mention the Fibonacci level is on 0.618 over here on these levels, approximately $15.18. Seems like that we are declining a little bit over here, but let's give the link chance during the day, during the tomorrow, to see if we can actually break through this resistance. So far so good. We are climbing to the upside with some good bounces over here and reversal patterns that we can see over here, candlestick patterns that we discussed about this channel a lot. So make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and also follow those videos if you're interested in such a thing, right? The thing that we need to mention is the VeChain. Also, VeChain is doing some incredible volatility with those weeks over here, and I'm still declining to trade this. I may actually buy for the long term, but to trade is, you know, swing trades and stuff like that, it's a little bit risky because of these 2 long weeks over here. This volatility is incredible because I don't think VeChain has enough volume to, you know, sustain the stable price, and this is one of the reasons why we have those gaps into the order books, and that could be a reason why we have such a long weeks. But so far so good. We are above this gray area that I mentioned in the previous video. We were consolidating over here few times, but right now we are bouncing back, and I hope the VeChain can sustain on some sort of a way this uptrend that is really struggling to push to the upside, right? When it comes to the Ethereum, we already made the new high, at least local over here, and we are approximately on $612, and we're going to see how this will develop together with the Bitcoin. And also what you can see over here is the very similar pattern is forming as we had over here, which pretty much indicate us crash to the downside, you know, to the 20 exponential moving average, to the retest, or to, let's say, correction. We're going to see if the Ethereum can somehow push to the upside, but as I can see, we do have some problems and trouble over here on the Ethereum. Also, we can bring the RSI, and it seems like the Ethereum is showing us also some bearish divergence, so this is good sign not to trade this. You have the bearish divergence over here. We're going to see maybe one more correction because of this, so be careful on the Ethereum also. So far so good. We are good to go to the upside. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think, what is going to happen, since we do have some mixing feelings on the analysis over here when it comes to the bearish divergences. We do have some signs of weaknesses over here on $20,000, or the bulls are just resting and the next day we're going to shoot to the upside. Let me know in the comment section down below what your analysis is showing you over here. But nevertheless, even so, I know this is not good to trade. We're going to just put one trade because of $20,000 for fun on the Bybit. So what happens, we're going to see in the next video to make things much more interesting. Right now, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you think about all of this. I want to thank each last one of you for liking, watching, subscribing to this channel, and until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.